we get it? Okay. Come hither.
Yes.
Okay.
Part 3.
Part 3. Oh, my rear end, my back, my neck, everything hurts. But hello, beautifuls. Oh, sorry, beautifuls and beloveds. We're here again. So, the trundle, right, for the 911 call, and thankfully I'm very calm and cool, and I know how to act quick. And, so you're here with us. But, what was I saying not to begin with?
Because I'm assuming because we make phone calls and that same thing is happening.
Yeah, oh wait, we were talking about the beeping and, and then in part 5, later on that night, we had the helicopter thing happen. You can really hear it. And then there was that earthquake that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I'm like...
Very strange, very suspicious.
In the area we were going to relocate to.
And around that time, well not that time, but maybe a day later or something, there was an earthquake in, where was it, Kansas or something?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, but it was some strange place that...
Doesn't get earthquakes.
Yeah, they can make earthquakes happen with the quarry blasts. We know this because it's science.
Yeah, and I think they could also do it with oil fracking too.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of things that causes the earth to have earthquakes and stuff. So, if they can do that with that method, why can't they just trigger normal earthquakes using similar methods? It's basically disrupting the earth beneath the surface on some level. So, that whole thing about the weather, I don't know if that's make-believe.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they can simulate this with quarry blasts, supposedly quarry blasts, why couldn't they do something beneath the surface to trigger a quake?
Yeah.
It's the same method, it's the same thing. Who is they? Yeah, that'll come out soon enough. So, yeah, watch that. So, Stolen Key, part 1, and I think part 5, something like that, or 4. It was the second to the last one, and you'll hear it, see it live as it's happening. I'm like, oh, this is great. We keep catching people. You gotta re-upload all those helicopters chasing us at any given time. It was so strange. And then we did something at night to see, it's like test our theory and our thesis on this. So we were running around at night because we take walks and everything. It's so fun. And we were hiding, not under a tree, but using the tree leaves, the canopy from the leaves to shield us. And it's like, how do they know where we are? Mm-hmm. There has to be some kind of infrared heat radar sensor.
They do have those apparently on board.
Yeah. So. Yeah, so, we figured out a way to cheat it too. Yeah. We did an experiment, and I'm like, they're tracking us. And then you have to ask the question, why are they tracking us? We're not criminals. I'm going out there in my ponytails and my little mini skirts, wearing bright colors. It's like, yeah, I would make a really bad criminal because I'm so obvious. So, and they know we're not doing anything wrong.
Yeah. But there was suspicious things happening after the China deal, and those were some of those things.
Yes, exactly. But the helicopter thing has been going on for a little while now. What is it? Since 2016?
Yeah.
Maybe a little earlier. And they're getting more and more obvious.
Yes.
But yeah, ever since the China trade deal phase
1.
And then all of a sudden they got hit with that
virus.
Mm-hmm. And what we thought was pretty clever, now Trump is saying nobody in the country who's...
That I'm assuming places that have had flights within that time from China to them.
Yeah.
And then he cut off travel from those places to there. So, he took advantage of a bad situation.
Yeah, in a good way too. We see what he's doing, and I'm like, right on. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But, the more weird these people get, he's just going to keep bashing them.
Yep.
Good. We're doing it too, because somebody's got to do something and stop this madness. Look, okay, the bad guys are fighting like crazy, and harder. They're just wearing themselves into the ground more. They're doing it because they're losing. They're doing it because they're desperate.
They do it because they've given themselves no choice but to do that now.
Exactly. It's just like, well, we're going down anyway. Maybe there's a chance in heaven or hell if we just kind of do whatever. What is that noise?
I believe he's home.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
With the special items.
You're so funny. So what was I saying? That totally distracted me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Weird things, China deal. He took advantage of the China deal. No one in the country. Where'd we go from there?
It's pretty ingenious. You know.
Oh, these people are now doing things because they've given themselves no choice but to do them.
Yes, and whether you're a good guy or a bad guy, if you don't know how to swim and you're drowning, your fingers will go like this, and your arms will go, and you're gonna claw at the water because that's all you know. If you're not trained and you don't know, you have to go like this and cup your hands and know how to basically squeeze your legs together so you can push yourself up. You're not going to know how to survive it. So a drowning man, yeah, he's worth saving till his last breath. Mine, right? You know where that came from. And I'm not saying people didn't say that before me, but the thing is, it was how I said it, the whole story, the concept, right? So here's the thing with that. A drowning man, yeah, whether you're good or bad, you're worth saving. We know that because of Jesus Christ. But if you're not righteous, even if God's the one that pulls you up out of that water, you're going to have to face your enemies. You're going to have to face the music. You're going to have to just say, okay, I did this, and I'm wrong. And you're going to have to make us your new best friends.
Essentially, yeah.
In a strange way. Is that number 4? Hold on.
That is a car.
Oh, it's a car that time.
And there could be one coming.
No.
but-
Drone? We were getting so good at identifying even the light patterns of different,
Flying objects. Some of them seem to act like they're UFOs sometimes. Remember that?
Yeah, they're just trying to create some pretense to another narrative, probably. But, you know, guys, you're going to have to just give it up because you're making it worse for yourselves. It was inevitable the Titanic was going to sink. It was made of iron. Remember that line in the film?
Mhm.
I assure you, sir. She's made of iron, she'll sink. I don't remember exactly how it went, but I thought that's a great line.
Yeah.
It's true. Hello. Yeah, just plop them. Oh my god. Thank you. I thought he was going to get out his hat and cane and start tapping.
Tap dancing.
Yeah.
Yes.
He actually does that pretty well. Okay, so, you know. Guys. I don't know what you were trying to do, and if you were trying to do what you thought you were trying to do was going to work, but you guys are not worth it for me or anybody in our circle or family to, like, end it all because you created another hurdle. So you do what a good athlete does. You train a little bit more and you jump and you get other people to help you. Alright, so just more for our arsenal because at the end of all this, that's going to count against you. Not against us. We're not doing anything except trying to get justice for ourselves and get help against wrongdoing against us. And somebody does not want that to stop. So we know that there's more at stake here, not just about us, because once we've uncovered this, and it's been uncovered, but, you know, once it's been officialized, or I guess that's the right word, we know it uncovers more.
That's what's happening, so...
It's about time we had a nice, righteous, Holy Spirit movement in this country that wasn't just religious, if you know what I mean. In other words, that good people were actually the ones in power and control. It was in this country many times. And we're just going to help it along and get it back to that. It's a good thing. Don't you guys understand? You can have, except for the bad, satanic, ugly list here, you can't have that stuff. People won't let you. And we have a part in it. We get it. And, you know, it wasn't something I wanted to choose. I just wanted, you know, hey, I'm a dancer, I'm a writer, I want to sing, dance, act, perform, and help people find Jesus, and not in a ministerial, traditional Christian way. I just don't want to do that. Because, I mean, you see how I dress. I'm very free and open with my body, and I wouldn't want to cause somebody to stumble and say, she's a minister, you know. So we thought, let me just do it like a normal person, and then they'll know, hey, she's a Christian and she's a good person and she does all these good deeds in this good column here, you know. So that's all I wanted to do. You guys drug us into this by your sin, by you buying the false pretense of the bait of the pearl necklace. How many times are we warning you guys? Don't take the bait, beloveds. Don't do it. Because this thing is now the thing that's taking you down. See, that's a clue there too. Satan always gives himself up. How? Because he starts taking down his vessels. That's another element. Satan strangles his vessels and takes them down. Jesus, the Lord, takes his vessels and lifts them up and glorifies himself in the process. And Satan doesn't get any glory, he gets shame. So that's another sign here too. You guys are giving yourselves up. Anybody in your staff, if they're insiders, if we're being circumvented into a call center, whatever the case may be, they give themselves up right away. We can tell. Wolves in the sheep clothing. Even if we don't necessarily announce it, we don't have to do that. We're like, oh, that one's not useful.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have to do it to your face or out loud. We could just know. And it's very disturbing that it's happening. Please, we don't want any more of these people around us. We keep trying to leave you guys alone and get away from you guys, and then you make it worse by trying to pull us back into your cesspool. We're washed clean as Christians, okay? We don't want to have anything to do with you guys. I'm not being pompous. It's just that it's okay. Go bother your own people who want to do all that stuff. We don't want to partake. That's why we're trying to go to the good people. And not all good people are Christians, and not all bad people are, you know, minions of Satan either. But the thing is, we really don't want to have anything to do with that. You know, if we're using your products, like we're using, what product is this, YouTube? That's, who owns that?
Google, which is also owned by Alphabet. So Alphabet owns Google, which also owns YouTube.
Who names their company Alphabet? Sesame Street?
Yeah, children, but initially they weren't that big of a deal. They were, I believe, they were just a browser, Google.
And that's where they should have remained.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously now. So, you know, we're kind of almost forced to either use your product or what? There's really no competition out there.
Yeah.
So there is a inadvertent forced monopoly. So if we have our stuff on your product, you know, leave us alone. Just let our products be. We're not trying to mess with you, but every time you mess with us, we have to mess back because you're an abuser. And I don't stand for that BS.
Yeah.
Well, nobody would.
Well, on our end, it's not messing. We're basically defending ourselves.
Well, yeah, we have to. But no, we're taking the offensive now, too.
Yes.
Because this is like, you're going to do what to us? I don't think so. Is that, you know, guys, we really, it's not even a hint. We're being quite blatant.
Yes.
We told several people off and saying, no. And we told them why. And we gave the evidence of why. So it's not like we were, you know, thinking, well, maybe this could happen. It's like, no, it's already happened here. That's why certain people, look, that's why certain people we will not deal with for the very reason of our communication being interfered with. Why would we, do that? And if we find something bad out about other people, we're like, no more. Not everybody is bad.
Not everyone. But they're around a lot of bad people too, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think corporations should be able to donate any kind of money to any campaign or anything like that. I don't know what the rules are. I need to read up on that. What are the rules, do you know?
No, not at all. I would have to look.
There shouldn't be any special interests allowed. And I think if you're on a board of a prominent company, you shouldn't be able to donate to campaigns either, because there's too much conflict of interest.
Yeah.
It's just very suspect. Whether it's legal now or not, I don't know. I'm going to find out, though, because I want to have knowledge. But I'm very concerned with the state of things. So really, I just wanted to do my art and all this great stuff. And apparently, other people wanted to do my art, too. I'm like, to hell with that. I'm not sharing with you guys. I really don't think a 99.9% ratio of you taking my stuff, putting it on other people, selling it and doing whatever to it, and me getting 0.1% is a fair deal or trade. The thing is, it's my stuff. And you know what? I'm still going to do everything. All those dances, all those other things, because not only do we have it recorded when we were in session, meaning, having our little board meetings, but we've been recording everything that we say here in the office, home front, studio, whatever. We have to protect ourselves, and they're going to say, oh, even if you backdate it, that tactic's not going to work either, because we actually do searches on a lot of this stuff, and screenshots, and I'm not going to give away everything that we do, but, I do know enough about how to check the reality and truth of when an online document was made, or a website, or anything.
Yeah.
That this has got to stop, because we're not doing anything to anybody. And I don't want my dance ideas put on my colleagues' dance companies, or I don't want to see somebody, trying to emulate me. I'm sitting in a chair, this is a hypothetical situation. I'm sitting in a chair and I can be very clumsy and I accidentally fall off, and then I see somebody else doing it and then trying to, be like me. And because there are people who actually do make videos for press agents and people who train people to have interviews. I'm not doing that. My stuff is my stuff, and I'm doing it for myself and for whatever capacity I choose. So, if you see anybody that sounds like me, emulates me, because they do that. And sometimes they'll even re-record my version of it, too. And it's like, that's not going to work either.
Yeah.
It's like, I didn't sign up for this. Leave my stuff alone, or you're going to get screwed over royally. And so that was another thing. We had these certain people saying, oh, you know what, you need an attorney. Okay, pick which one. We have plenty. To do what? Intellectual property theft. And it's like, really? Then why is the federal government getting involved on it? It's like, no, at this level, we looked. And we keep being told, you need to send it up here, or we send it up here. They keep trying to push it down because they want the state of California to control it in the courts because of the judges.
Yeah.
Right? They want it controlled at the, state, federal level, because who's running our state. Fat chance. I ain't gonna trust these people. They already betrayed us.
Yeah.
Evidence. So, why would we go that route? We don't have to, and that's the law too. The law provides many avenues just in case something like this happens. And then you try to tell them that, and they just start acting like a broken record, repeating the same thing. And it's like, you're not even listening to me or answering my question. They're like, oh no, I'm listening to you. It's like, really? Then can you tell me what I just said? And they have no idea.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you're not paying attention at all. What script are you reading off of? Something I wrote, maybe?
Oh, probably.
Yeah. And they're like, well, that you need to go to the sheriff. Oh, would you like to hear what happened with that? We'll play it back for you. You mean this sheriff? Who's in control of this sheriff?
Yep.
It wouldn't be you guys. They're supposed to hold them in check.
Yep.
Certain, government entities.
Mhm.
So it's this big circular round and round and round and round and round and round mess. So when you have something like that, that's why you get out of the funnel and you go directly to a higher source and you say, that's what you do. And that's what you keep doing.
Exactly.
So for all you people, and I know our enemies listen to this, and we know the enemy is actually listening to us right now. I really want to flip them the bird. Right now, while we're recording, because we know the origination of this and what happened, and haha, real funny, it's going to get you in trouble, and, whatever. But, too bad. We're not going to do what you want us to do. We have too much evidence of the very people you're trying to funnel us into. I don't want to go that way, and you can't force us to. And every time, I like this one that they use, based on what you're telling me, this office doesn't handle that. And if you're telling me in the right way, I'm like, honey, I record my end of my conversations, and we write down everything verbatim what the other party is saying, right?
Yeah.
Not record their voices, but we.
Yeah.
And we have other people listening to verify and be witnesses. Same thing Trump did, basically, right? So you can't tell me if I send you a dissertation, you say, oh, the light of dawning's coming on. Now I understand, because when you were telling me on the phone, this is what you said. Because nobody's going to agree with you, because we have evidence of what I said. And what I said was very clear. And if you don't understand, then maybe you shouldn't have the job you have. You're fired.
There's another F word, but...
I know, but I'm trying to be nice and not swear so much.
No, double reference. It's perfect.
I know. It's great. I love swearing anymore, but I shouldn't because I'm a Christian. I'm supposed to have a clean mouth. But what purpose does that serve anymore? God came down very hard and heavy on a lot of people who were doing bad, evil things.
Yep.
Murdering innocent people. I'm like, flipping somebody the bird, swearing. Murdering somebody. You know what I'm saying? Where's the
Yeah.
comparison here? All right. So, very interesting. I am so much in pain. This is horrible.
Right, you want to wrap this up real quick? Then
Well, not real quick, but let's wrap
Okay.
soon. What else do we need to talk about?
let's see. We have about 4 minutes.
Okay.
6 minutes. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine. What do you...
Let's see. Was there anything else we needed to? We said what happened.
Mm-hmm. We basically flipped them the bird without so much
Good.
symbolism.
Good.
Dance Warriors rock on. We know Google's not letting my our viewership go up, our numbers go up, trying to demoralize us. I don't care. You know why? Because God's going to let whoever needs to hear this hear it. And it's just more evidence because we show people that we know, hey, watch this for us. Counter didn't go up. Thank you. More evidence.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. Totally fine. We're
Yeah.
totally fine.
Yeah, I know how the view counter thing works.
Yeah,
So.
he's pretty genius with it.
Yeah, they should know that I know about this.
Yeah, I know. It's hilarious. So, yeah, we covered that. What else do we need to cover?
I don't know.
Whatever. So, no, we are not going to work with the Democrats, to sum up.
Mhm.
Watch Stolen Key episode or video number 1 and 5, or 1 and the second to the last one in the series. Whatever that number is. there's certain corrupt people. I did the 7 pillars of society. Check that out again, and you can see where they are. Pretty much everywhere, no duh. But what else?
I don't know. Oh, we need a title for this one.
I don't know what we're gonna call it. We'll
Okay.
figure it out later.
Alright.
But be careful who you cast your pearls to, because, my friends, we found out the easy and sometimes the hard way that people are just, you'll be amazed, or maybe not, depending on your experience, what people will do for money. I don't have an asking price, and they know it. So they know I'm very tough, and they know it's very difficult to give me things. I know my value and my worth, and you guys, by doing what you've done to me, have shown your value and your worth, and I find you quite lacking in many areas. You're not going to get me or anybody in my circle to end it all because you made it harder. You are not going to get us to deviate off the path, no matter how much you whine about it. You guys are big babies is what it is. And yeah, I guess that's about it, you know. So thank you to all of our followers. Thank you to everyone who is so supportive of us. We are not alone in this. Thank you to those above and beyond who are working very hard to help us. Thank you to the people who keep clearing things out, but guys, they keep coming back. They're like dogs returning to their vomit, as the Bible says, meaning they return to their sin, their crime.
There's a couple of other scriptures you could use to describe how that works.
Oh yeah, they're pretty strongly worded scriptures too. So, you know, nice try, but no go. And whoever was saying, oh, this will be over Friday,
Obviously it wasn't, so...
no, and it's not gonna be. You know, that looks like we need to check out who that person was again, but I suspect a wolf in sheep clothing.
Yes.
Look at what colors they're wearing. Usually that's a good designation. These people just love to say, hey, I'm gonna wear a yellow dress and be bitchy to her. I wear yellow too. It's not an issue. Really, it's not.
Yeah.
But it just shows who you are.
Yeah, the bad guys are color coordinated, so...
They're like weebles. Remember the little weebles? Weebles wobble.
Mm-hmm.
These are gonna fall down though because they're top heavy.
Yes.
There you go. Pride.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, but it's true. Yeah.
Yep.
Yay. We did it. So, guys who are doing evil, weird things, you need to help us. And I don't really want help from evil Democrats. I don't even want help from evil Republicans or rhinos or whatever they are. No evil people. No people that are going to take our stuff and wield it against the president, because, you know, we won't let you. We've had people do that once before, but something they started doing that, and I'm like, that's a no-go. We're pretty much going to decimate you now.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the situation, but it was pretty impressive, and we really handled it so well.
Yep.
I'm so proud of us. Good job, everybody. All right. That it?
Yep.
Okay. So we're signing out. What is this, 3 or 4 parts?
4.
Really?
I think so.
All right. We've got to come up with a name. So God bless. Love you all. Behave yourselves. And please, if you're a bad person, just do yourself a favor. Repent. Give yourself unto the Lord. That's your only chance you have, really. And if you want, you know, reach out to us in much kindness without any evil motivation behind it, because you'll be found out and then we'll have more evidence and it'll probably be in writing. So don't screw your own selves over.
In other words, get on the other boat.
Completely. Our boat. We have a nice boat. We have a love boat.
20 seconds.
Oh my gosh. It's not even that late and I'm punchy already. Okay.